You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt?
That guy hit me.
What guy?
Robo Justice, or that's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
She's pushing real hard for Hiro. Celeste is bumping up to about 85% surety of this.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
Good point.
What a pain in the ass!
Shut up!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Real juries will deliberate for fucking days, okay? And they don't die if they get it wrong.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
Oh great, another one of Sakura's crazy long catch-ups.
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we
Sorry.
split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect.
Uh-huh.
But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
Scream, right? No, yeah, it's you that shows up again. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor.
She saw a shadow. She was trying to get us to split up.
And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
You'll note how she's moving people away from the 1st floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down to the hallway and disappeared.
and then...
Yeah, huh? What was that? It came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
But not really, because he came back to life.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor, to let the others know what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
And she's the one that keeps delivering the news. Fumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
It's got to be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
God, that was almost as long as the first one.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then,
That's smart.
let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Contradictions hidden in what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them. Alright, cool. What are you gonna load for me? Make your argument. Monokuma file number 3. Victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimura. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. Thought they were both killed with a similar weapon. Okay? Taka's death.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes...
It's not listed here.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
I don't think that's...
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
God damn it. It's not clear at all. Justice Hammers were numbered, but were they really used in that order?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know what Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
God fucking damn it. Those pink things are always set up just to block you.
So it's obvious Taka came after.
What difficulty is this on? It's on, like, medium, I think.
wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know what order Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
I ran out.
true
God
that
damn it.
Hifumi
Oh,
was
my
killed
fucking god.
See? So it's obvious Taka came.
Fine. I'll get rid of the thing.
regarding
Do I have to
Taka's
reload? Thank
death,
you.
I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know what Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Thank you. No? Really? That's wrong? Huh. Okay. Don't scare me like that. It makes me think something weird is coming on. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Huh.
So, regarding Taka's death,
I wonder if or perhaps it was after. We already know what
Fine,
order
I'll
they
take
were
this
killed
one.
in.
What? Where am I possibly missing this?
Shoot.
I only have half heart left.
so,
Monokuma file. Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka, the cause of death for each with a blow to the head. It was thought they were both killed with a similar weapon. There's not much left there for me to do. There, like, is only the 2, isn't there?
I wonder if he died or perhaps it was after. We already know what order
I
they
tried
were
that one. It
killed in.
didn't work.
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Help. Focus gauge. Nope.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
I did that one
True
too,
that
right?
Hifumi was killed with
Justice while Taka's death.
See?
There's literally only 2 of them here, and I've shot both of them and been told I was wrong. What am I missing?
So, regarding I
See?
wonder if
Bam, bam, bam.
We already know
That
what
one.
order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the
And that
numbering
one.
of the Justice.
It's true that Hifumi was killed while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
What am I possibly missing? Absorb their statement. What are you talking about? That's not been a thing that's ever been talked about. Weak spots. Their text may appear in yellow. Potential lie. Multiple weak spots up to you to figure out the right one, which will move the trial forward. Loading. Quick select. Truth bullet flashback. Target a weak spot. Oh, I forgot about that part. Hold down the left mouse button. You can use that as a temporary truth bullet. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I had to do that, alright? Give me a break. Flashback will disappear as soon as you use them. Okay.
I wonder
So.
or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in.
There we go.
Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
Wow, that was wrong too? Or no?
It's true that
I hit the white
Hifumi was
spot.
killed
Alright.
with Justice Taka's death.
Alright.
See?
Roll it around again. Roll it around again.
So, I wonder if or perhaps it was. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Finally, with a half heart left. Jesus. I'm probably gonna die on this run.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
Yeah, guys, I had honestly forgotten there was a mechanic. So that was a fair hint.
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves he was killed before. There's something that relates to what time he must have died. If Fumi was alive at 7, Taka's wristwatch broke at 6. Ugh, one of these damn hangmans again. Alright. Wristwatch. It's obviously wristwatch. That's not right. Wrist. Wrist. Give me an S. Give me an S. Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. What? There, wristwatch.
Now I understand.
Wristwatch.
Got it. Taka's wristwatch. See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
I forgot about that part, but they did kind of spell it out for me.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer.
Hey you, how long are you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritating voice pierced the air as he stared at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for the little boys and girls.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Yeah,
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
you got a problem with that?
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
And we're still calling them justice hammers, even though that sounds really, really dumb.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Ah.
May be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Yeah. What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. We have to go back. With an echo.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office. And that's where we found his body. That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
I'm thinking that they may involve a suicide at some point in one of these things. I had that come up as an idea in Sayaka's, and I'm still not totally ruling it out.
Oh, I know!
They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
Hero, no.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway,
You dumb
we
shit.
all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
Yeah.
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
I've kind of tuned out of the last 30 seconds. I've missed this whole recap. What?
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies.
Wonderful.
On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
What now?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Sure.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move the body in that short amount of time. It would seem so.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
It's a pretty big, tall order.
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
With a time machine.
What?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Although that's true, he definitely wasn't dead. We found him in the art room and he was still alive.
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another... ghost!
Sorry about my frame rate, guys. My bit rate, it's starting to take some spikes downward. God damn it, I can't wait until I live in another apartment where I can get something that's actually stable.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. We thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
But it totally is. The idea that Fumi was still alive, is it really possible? He wiped his own glasses. That explains how he, why he needed to do that. Broken wristwatch. Wait, what? Why do I have that one?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi...
Hold on. Wristwatch. It was confirmed that as of late last night, the watch still worked. It must have been broken the following morning and he was intact. The wristwatch broke with the hands pointing to just past 6. Taka was killed just past 6.
There's a chance he was actually still alive.
Let's try this.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
Sure.
Hifumi's dead body had been found.
You want me to shoot that one?
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Wait, the announcement... We know that Taka had already been killed earlier. I was wondering about that too. If he wasn't actually dead, I feel like Monokuma has crazy supernatural powers and he would be able to know if somebody was playing dead or was really dead. So, people could have found Taka's body and then just not said anything, because it takes 3 people to find a body before the announcement is made. We've received no other clues to suggest that Taka was found first, but we do have proof to say he was killed first. And it's loading in the watch. I only have a half heart, and I don't know how far back it's gonna put me if I fail. But he was actually still alive doesn't seem like a solid counter to the yellow comment that said it was his announcement. Alright. Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered at almost exactly the same time. Okay, here we go.
Are you saying that when we first
Try
found
this.
Hifumi, there's a chance he...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that shortly you heard the body.
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the
Can I just like shoot that out there uselessly? Okay.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Damn it! Fuck! That's not it. What does that have to do with what I said? Or do you just not know what you're doing?
Shoot!
I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in there. Actually, no, I ran out of health, so you know what? What? Really? No, fail. Nobody believes me. Nobody hears what I want to have to say. We already come to the end of the debate. Class trials officially adjourned. Time to reveal who's the black and pooh. There was absolutely nothing pointing at me this time, and yet they're gonna blame me. Makoto is not the black and too bad. Everyone else must now be punished.
I refuse to give up yet.
Okay. It's actually like a really weak game over screen, to be fair. Well, not to be fair, to be honest. Broken wristwatch. Yeah, so like the only place I can see that loading in would be for the last comment, and now I've already said that it's not that.
There's a chance he was actually
So I'm gonna try reloading this.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
I'm gonna just try shooting it at the
Surely
second
you
one.
heard the body discovery announcement, along with the Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Nope, it's not that. Meaningless words tire me. Please stop wasting my time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually still
Still gonna try loading this again.
It is
Okay.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that shortly
You heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
So dead body had been found.
And
That's one I
that
could
is
load.
why the announcement.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
No.
discovery.
This is like just figuring out the way of the words that they want me to apply. Like, I don't like this section. Because I'm just trying to figure out what specific wordplay they want me to pick out. I know what's actually going down here. But it's frustrating.
Are you saying that
So,
when we first
broken
found
wristwatch.
there's a chance he...
No,
it is Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
shortly you heard the body discovery announced. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Broken wristwatch on
And
that one
is why
seems
the announcement was made.
Are we
off.
really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone
Can I load
else's
that one in?
discovery.
Okay, here we go. Then I can load back
Saying that when
around.
we
Maybe
first
it's
had a chance
this.
He was actually...
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that
Shortly you heard the body discovered. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
There we go. Okay.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
The second one did come after Hifumi died for real.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
And there was not until Hifumi for sure died later.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means
Aha, I see.
even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Second announcement for the first time you played was when we found each in the nurse's office and the equipment room, and the second time was when, just after Ifumi came to life. Think hard and try to remember. Shut up.
Shoot!
That's exactly what it was. When both bodies were rediscovered. Fine. Fine.
We heard it a second time in the repository when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Even though it was actually... No, it was right here. God damn it. Body's been discovered. Even though, again, he wasn't dead yet because he came back to life. You may use however you like. Class trial will begin.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
In reality,
I can't really hear you.
I appear like a shadow in the night.
Thank you, Mr. Shadow. The police have been called. They'll be here momentarily.
when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of
the
them was
trial
actually...
going.
Frustrating. I don't like this one very much so far because there's been a lot of stumbling blocks that are just based on the fucking wordplay.
Like, what do you mean, like?
I'm not gonna dig up the 2 that already happened.
Right.
But,
Right.
like, I know exactly what they want, but figuring out the specific order of things they want said is like, just fuck off, man. You know what I'm getting at.
No, dude, like, yeah. Any kind of game like this, like Phoenix Wright or whatever, just like, you always get to a point where it's like, let me give you the solution. I already am 5 steps ahead of you. Let me stop doing this.
So
But
when
yeah,
we found Hifumi the first time in the
if you need any help trying to piece
he
together this
wasn't
stupid
actually
bullshit,
dead
I'm here.
yet.
But if you need it, obviously. Otherwise, I'm just here for the ride.
Yep, no, same as always.
Meaning he wasn't
Who's the
actually
current
found
suspect in
dead
your opinion?
Until
Celeste.
we came upon him in the repository.
Absolutely, Celeste. She's not making it better by continuing to insist it's somebody that I know it wasn't.
Is she still saying it's Hero?
Yeah,